Okay, wait. Can I ask
crazy.
a question? Because you just said anyone that likes women, you would choose a bear. So, like, if I spawned.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. For me, it's really the appendage that I have an issue with.
The appendage.
Because it's the
Clit. I'm sorry.
No, it's really the passion aspect that has me in picking the bear.
Okay.
Because it's really just passion. So yeah.
Even if they like girls. I mean, even if they didn't like women, they like men.
Like
you still would feel
no,
that.
though too.
So trans.
It's like, are you picking a human over a bear now?
I'm like a girl. I would pick a girl over a bear, but I wouldn't pick a man over a bear because there's the appendage attached.
Even if he identifies as a woman, you still would keep that same option, is what you're saying. Like, even if he's a man that identifies as a woman, but he still has a penis, you would still pick. You wouldn't pick him at all.
If he was attracted to women, or if she was then attracted to women.
No,
then,
he wasn't. He was.
Then it would be fine.
But even with the appendage, no, I'm saying, listen, I'm gonna make it clear. A man that identifies as a woman, but he still has a penis, but he's not attracted to women. He's attracted to men, but he still has a penis.
But that's fine, because then it would be the same situation as a gay man. They're not attracted to me. They wouldn't want to hurt me.
But they still have the penis.
But I feel like
they don't have sexual gratification from
the appendage.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree. So if we're gonna say
we're getting into semantics here.
All men, it would unfortunately have to include trans, because they could do anything. I mean, just because. But if you still have a penis, you have a penis. Okay?
Yeah, but
you could do.
A gay man isn't going to attack you.
It's about feminism.
No, because a gay man's not going to attack you.
Well, you don't know that though. You don't know that.
Gay men attack.
If they're actually
But you don't know that though.
But we do. But in this perfect circumstance, in this perfect world, not going off of what someone says,
well, then you prove them wrong. You prove them. Their theory.
Hold on, I got some more scenarios.
It's not a perfect world.
I got more scenarios.
We're talking about a perfect hypothetical.
More scenarios. Okay, here's the scenario: 10 men or 10 bears.
10 bears. 10
really?
bears.
Because that's even crazier, bro.
I'm out. I'm good, man.
That's
checkmate.
Would I rather be?
We're gonna have to game this agree.
No, but bro.
That's even worse.
Hold on, wait, guys.
10 bears.
So but in the scenario, like I feel like in the scenario where it's one man, it's like, well, you're probably thinking, well, okay, he can get away with it. But like in society, men are not like cheering on like rapists. In fact, I can even prove this if you look at, for example, the prison system, right? If a man on the outside gets convicted of like essaying a woman, or even worse, like if it's like any sort of like children are involved, he's got a fucking target on his back. And even men who are criminals, and you would question their moral compass, their ethics, these men will kill that person. They'll kill that person in the jail. Yeah. So even among criminals, this idea of there's this culture or whatever, even among criminals, they're like, these people are targets for violence and to literally kill them.
And let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is the ultimate potential positive scenario from 10 bears as opposed to the ultimate potential of a positive scenario from 10 men? What's the best a bear can do compared to the best a man can do?
Of course. So when I first said my answer, I've pretty much in my mind, with the first answer, one bear, one man, I've considered the possibility that yes, I could get away from a bear, but I've also accepted that I might die from that bear, and that's also a high possibility, and that's fine, because I would rather die than be essayed. I would rather die quickly by many bears tearing me apart than be by 10 different men.
That's not what I asked you. What I asked you is, what's the ultimate potential of the positive scenario of a bear versus the ultimate potential of a positive scenario with the male? In other words, we're taking away the bear killing you, and we're taking away the man essaying you. Who outweighs who when it comes to the best scenario?
What I'm saying is the best case scenario of the 10 bears versus the 10 man is that the 10 bears quickly kill you.
So what's the best case?
Snap.
Wait, I don't think I'm saying what I'm saying.
It's also possible they just leave you alone.
Yeah, it's also
possible.
possible.
What's the best
I got a really good one.
though?
I got a really good one.
They also ignore you.
They can actually help you. They can be your friend. I'm just saying, I don't think y'all understood the question.
What about 100 men or 100 bears?
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. If there's 100 men.
Yeah.
then maybe there is a possibility.
Wait. Oh, no, wait. I can even go back to the 10. So earlier, the percentage you said is 15%. So that's saying 85%. So let's just say it's 2 of the men, they're trying to get you. And then the other 8% of the men would never harm you in any single way. So you would have, even using your own statistics, you would have to grant that those 8 other men, like, and they're all witnesses to this. If those 2 men tried to target you, those 8 other men, you got to be realistic. They would come to your defense.
Okay.
Right? Is that fair?
In every situation except for any sports team or
what? Sports team.
Hold on.
It's random men.
Yes.
It's not a collective sports team.
Okay, yes. What I'm saying though is of those men, let me finish. Gosh.
Is it NFL, hockey? What is it?
What I'm saying is it depends on if they're random or if they're buddies. Because if it's 10 buddies, absolutely not. I'll pick the 10 bears.
I still think even if they're buddies.
So you think when men congregate? So hold on.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So based on this logic, I just want to get to the bottom of this. So based on your logic, when men congregate, there's a likelihood that we're just going to go and pillaging? And pillaging?
Okay. Every single time that I have been disappointed morally by people in my life who are men, it's when they were together with other men. Never when they're with women. It's when they get together with their buddies, with their bros, and they make horrible, heinous, despicable choices. That is what happens in my experience. I'm not arguing that. Men do a lot of dumb stuff, but does it turn into SA, though? Men might want to jump off a building and do like parkour with some crocodiles or some shit. But I'm talking about SA. When I was in high school, I think it was the soccer team. No, it was the baseball team. The baseball team decided to sneak a girl onto the bus and they assaulted her. Bus driver did nothing. And I don't even know how she ended up on the bus, but all I know is that she had to change schools after that because the amount of humiliation and what they did to her. And no, she was not a willing participant, and no, she did not want to go onto the bus, but it was for a sleepaway thing, and they smuggled her on there and they took her against her will.
Okay, so back to my other question. Is there more?
They're scary.
I mean, listen, I get it. Is there more? I just feel like there's more positive scenarios with the man as opposed to I think the best thing the bear can do is just leave you alone. The best thing a man can do is a lot of things.